Hi Tim, let me formally introduce myself for my application to the amazing show that you're gonna be doing. My name is Andrew Lim and I am an underwater photographer from Singapore. I started underwater photography when I was 17 and it's been 10 years now. I've not stopped because I've always loved marine life. When I was 18, I had the pleasure of doing my internship at the Singapore Zoo as a photographer. And during that point in time, Singapore Zoo was launching the new park called River Safari Singapore. So River Safari, right? Everything, all the exhibits are underwater. So they needed photos, and that was my job. I swam with manatees every day, arapamas every day as well, shooting them, and it was really awesome because the photos were all blown up all over Singapore. When I was 20 years old, I flew to Manado, Indonesia, to shoot for a month and a half so that I could finally publish my book, Silhouette of Serenity, at age 21. I donated part of the proceeds to charity, and the book did pretty well. Plenty of great opportunities came. For example, the president of Singapore invited me to have tea with him. I was invited to speak on platforms such as TEDx, and from then on, 8X and whatnot. So it was pretty cool. I started properly shooting people when I was 22. That was when I started my company, True Perspectives, a photography firm that specializes in shooting people underwater. So I do a lot of underwater pre-wedding photography, underwater maternity photography, and underwater profiles and headshots for people. Um, you see, people do not naturally look good underwater. It is a fact. However, I believe if executed well, the elements of water can really elevate the beauty of people. And that is my job, that is what I do. Most of the time, I work with people, with normal people, bankers, doctors, lawyers, teachers, nurses, whatnot. Not free divers, not professional models. So you can only imagine how much more difficult it is, but I find so much joy in it. You see, to me, photography, right, shooting people is not just about your skill of photography. I think more importantly is how you connect with your subject, how you make them feel comfortable and bring out their natural beauty in them in an element that they're not used to. My company also does quite a bit of passion projects, which I use this opportunity to push my personal boundaries and at the same time bring forth a good message. For example, my latest project is called The Lamest Apocalypse, where I wanted to showcase how single-use plastics disrupts and destroys not just marine life but mankind as well. So I put a mermaid that represents marine life next to men in this crazy atmosphere. I love doing projects like that because really you have to think out of the box, right? To try to do something different. And I really hope to do more stuff like that. So, in addition to why I think I'll make a great candidate for your show, is number one, I am no stranger to TV. As much as I'm more used to being behind the camera, I'm also quite used to being in front of camera. For example, I was part of Singapore Ninja Warrior. And recently, just last year, I took part in this interior design show called The Apartment. I did horribly in it because really I'm no interior designer, so I'm really hoping to do much better in this competition. Number two，我也可以讲一点华语，所以如果你们会请很多外国人，我也可以帮你啊。And last but not least, as much as I love photography and traveling, I also am a huge foodie, and Taiwan is all about food, right? I can't wait to share my experiences and make all my friends jealous. I hope to see you soon. Thank you so much.